If you're over 40 and no matter what you do, that belly fat won't budge, it's not just your hormones. Most women are told it's part of aging, but here's the hidden reason behind this. Today, we're going to expose it. By the way, I'm Dr. Tabatha, your Christian physician. I'm a triple board certified OBGYN turned functional medicine doc. I've created a program called Fast to Faith that has changed countless women's lives, and I hope you'll stick around with me because I want to share it with you. If you're interested in losing weight in a sustainable way, I have a link down in the description. All right, let's get into belly fat. So many women in midlife have this belly fat roll, right? We're trying to hide it. Luckily, the high-waisted pants are in right now. Here's the deal. When you are going into the midlife transition, you have stressed out your adrenals so long that they are finally saying no more. You have spent your 20s and 30s chasing after your dreams, building your career, building your family, having fun, going out to cocktails with your girlfriends, and I got away with it until I hit 40. And then things started to shift. You start to have adrenal dysfunction, and cortisol is a fat storage hormone. It puts it right on your belly. What also happens is you start to be inflamed. You get insulin resistance, and insulin is a fat storage hormone that goes around your belly as well. So this little combination can be deadly. And I'm telling you, there's something called the dawn phenomenon. I learned this in medical school with diabetics. When we first wake up in the morning, we have this natural cortisol awakening response that happens. You want that. That's what gets you out of bed in the morning. That's your body's natural cup of coffee. But what happens is when the cortisol goes up, it triggers your liver to actually make glucose and put sugar into your bloodstream in the form of glucose. So you make sugar, and that can cause an increase in your blood sugar. But what happens is we add to that. When we wake up stressed and we have a stressful morning, we increase that cortisol production. Our cortisol awakening response overshoots. Then we make too much sugar from our liver, even when we haven't even eaten yet. So we're starting our day out on the wrong foot just with stress alone. So it's really important that you take the time to start your day the way God intended. God intended you to lean into Him and start it with good intentions. In just a minute, I'm going to teach you how to lose that belly fat fast. But before I do that, I want to share some of the lifestyle triggers that make things worse. Sometimes our weight gain, especially in midlife, is from overdoing it in the gym. Sometimes we're over-exercising. We're thinking that if we push harder, that we're going to lose more weight. If we just burn more calories, we're actually going to lose weight. But these women come to me and they say, I'm gaining weight. Why do I continue to gain weight the more I work out? When you are pushing your body past the limits that it wants to go, you're creating inflammation. It's not about working out harder. It's about working out smarter. And what used to work in your 20s and 30s just doesn't work anymore. We have to shift how we're working out. For me, I know as soon as I gave up all of that cardio HIIT training and long distance running, and I started focusing on Pilates and strength training and regulating my nervous system, everything started to calm down. My inflammation went away because I wasn't pumping out so much cortisol trying to get through that HIIT workout. My body likes when I breathe through my movements, like with Pilates, or I focus on muscle building with strength training, because muscle actually regulates your blood sugar. It keeps your blood sugar from going too high. And I want you to understand that sometimes we just have to shift what we're doing, not give it up, but just change it up. One of the big issues I see is women feeling the need to wake up at 5 a.m. and go work out because they're told that is how they're going to lose weight, but they're actually robbing themselves of the necessary sleep. Sleep is essential for weight loss. We actually have to have enough hours of repair and restoration for our body to heal. This is what I hear from women. I just feel puffy. I just feel like I'm carrying extra water weight, and it's because we're not sleeping enough. We're not allowing for that restoration. The other issue is we're grabbing alcohol as a stress reliever. Here's the deal. When you reach for just that one glass of wine or cocktail in the evening, you're doing multiple things. You're spiking your blood sugar, which creates insulin production. Insulin's a fat storage hormone, and so you start adding the fat on before you go to sleep. Alcohol disrupts our sleep, so we don't get that restoration that we need. We're waking up at 2 a.m., sometimes with hot flashes, feeling miserable, and so then we don't have the energy for the next day. And the worst part is alcohol disrupts our hormone metabolism. Our liver does a lot of amazing jobs, and one of the most important jobs is it metabolizes estrogen. When we're done with our estrogen, it breaks it down, it puts a little garbage tag on it so that we can send it to the urine and stool to get removed from our body. But if you're drinking alcohol, your body puts estrogen on the side burner waiting to be taken care of later and metabolizes the alcohol. If you do that on a regular basis, your estrogen levels will build up. Alcohol has to go. Leave it for a special occasion. All right, let's get into actually how to lose that belly fat. Because if diet and exercise alone don't work, what's the better approach? First and foremost, we got to give it to God. We got to hand over all that baggage we're carrying and give it to Him. The Bible tells us not to worry, for tomorrow will worry for itself. Hand it over to God. That's first and foremost. And then we need to really tap into those fat stores that you're carrying around and burn all of that off. That is the quickest way to get rid of your belly fat. So Fast to Faith, the 40-day program, is the progressive transition from going from a sugar burner to a fat burner so that you can finally lose that weight for good. One thing every woman over 40 should start doing today if they want to get rid of that belly fat is stop eating after dinner. Nothing in your mouth except water. No more cocktails, no more desserts, no more snacks before bed. That has to go. The quickest way to lose weight is to eat more fat. We have been trained to be afraid of fat. We were told fat makes us fat, and it couldn't be further from the truth. Carbohydrates make us fat. Fat actually makes us healthy. Fat makes us a fat burner so that we can have metabolic flexibility and get into fasting and burn our own fat for fuel. Avocados, nuts and seeds, animal proteins, eggs, all that good food from God. I call them faith foods. Get 30 grams of fat at every meal. Lead with the fat. I promise you it will shift you so quickly. Then you can start fasting. That is the Fast to Faith way. We're going to shrink our eating window. Then we're going to drop off breakfast and just eat lunch and dinner. And then we're going to do a dinner to dinner fast, and you will be amazed at how good you feel. Because when you eat fat and burn fat, you make ketones. Ketones are cleaner energy than glucose or sugar. You get into ketosis, then you can do this dinner to dinner fast. And here's the secret. You have to feast after your dinner to dinner fast, especially as a woman. This is where a lot of women get tripped up, is we try to fast like men. We're not little men, okay? Ladies, you need to eat. You need to eat for your thyroid and for your sex hormones. That is why most women gain weight or plateau doing a chronic 16-8 fast, because their thyroid responds to it and says, she's starving us to death. We better turn down the metabolism. That's the last thing you want. You want your thyroid to be happy and feel like your body is safe and being nourished. It's really important that you do get enough when you do eat. That is the first part, phase 1 of my Fast to Faith program. And most women have lost 3 to 5 pounds just by doing that alone. It's a game changer. Again, if you want to learn more about our protocol and feel the support system, check out our program. Click the link in the description to learn more. All right, you guys, start doing these things and keep me posted in the comments. If you found this video beneficial and you're interested in learning about fasting biblically, check out this video right here. I'll see you on the next one.